Welcome back to another Canvas training. Today we're going to be working on using Assistments in Canvas. This is going to be a Eureka Math tool. Let's create an account. Step 1 is to go to assistments.org. Sign up for Assistments. Then you're going to click on Canvas Sign Up. Next, you're going to click on Institution and type in grandviewc4.instructure.com and then click Login. Make sure you're logged in as you in Canvas already. Check to make sure that it finds you and your information is correct. Then click on Authorize. Click on Create a new account. Next, we're going to create an assignment together. First, find the section labeled Engaged New York Eureka Math by Great Minds. Choose the grade level that you teach. Find the module that you'll be working on with your students. Pick a section that you want your students to practice with. Pick the lesson for the section you're teaching. You have the option to select all questions and the set at the top. Or you can pick and choose which questions you want to push out to your students and just leave out the ones you don't want. I'm just going to select all of them. At the top, select Assign to Canvas. A pop-up will appear. Just type in our institution again. Hopefully it auto-populates. This will get repetitive, but click Authorize. For the first time that you do this, you will have to import the classes from Canvas. So click Import and find the class that is your real class with your roster. Click Import Class. With the correct class selected, click the blue Next button. You can rename it if you want or not. Select the start date and the due date to be imported into the Canvas assignment section. Then click Assign. Click Close. Side note, sometimes when you assign, it makes you retry push to Canvas, and just click the button and then re-go through the steps, then it'll work. Go to your Canvas class that you push the assignment to. It's going to auto-populate into your assignments. Now let's go to our modules. Click the Add a Page to the Module button. It will be under Assignments pages. Find it and add it to the module. Make sure that you publish it though. You can check it out by clicking on the assignment and then going to click on Edit. Once you're in there, you can go to the Rich Content Editor and change whatever you want, but just make sure you leave the link alone. You can add a submission type for analog written answers shown later, and then change the due date and available dates again if you made a mistake. When you're ready, click Save and your students can access this great new tool. Now let's check out what the students will see. No matter what you push out, whether it be an exit ticket, a quiz, assessment, it's always going to push it out as an assignment in Canvas. Students can find this in the assignments or by clicking on the next button in one of your modules. When they open up your assignment, it will ask them to authorize. Since they're signed in already, it's just going to auto-sign them in as them in Assistments. Now it will open up the assignment as them to answer the questions from the set. Students may notice that there is a Show Answer button. They should not click it. It does give them the answer, but it also automatically gives them a 0 for that question. They must type in the correct answer for this type of question to move on to the next question. They will go through the questions one at a time, putting in answers. I don't have this in the video, but students can click on an orange button at the bottom right-hand corner and it will give them a hint, which will be noted in the teacher screen to see if they use it or not for that question later. Students get 3 attempts at a question before they get a 0% for that question. Every time they miss one, it gives them 33% off of that question. They can try again to get the answer right. At the top left of the screen, it keeps track of their progress as they go through it and shows what they missed. You can actually get a question wrong more than 3 times. Students can actually try as many times as they want, but after 3 misses, it's just a 0 for the question. It won't actually let them move on, no matter how many times they miss that question, until they get the right answer, unless it's an open-ended question. At this point in missing so many times, they can choose to show the answer to get the correct answer just to move on. When the assignment is finished, students can see the results. The results show what their first answer was, not the final one that got the right answer correct. The percent shows how many tries it took for them to get the correct answer. Sometimes student work is a little bit more complex in one of the assignments. So once students get logged in, they have a box to type in and may not even require you to type anything in there. It may ask you to even just draw something. Even if it asks you to do a drawing or something else and not actually type anything in, you still have to have something typed in there. So just be aware of that when choosing your questions. These here are questions that you would draw on paper, not type. So I just put something. Think about what your students would see and then attempt. So for this assignment, you may want to set your assignment submission type to online and upload file when you go to edit it earlier. Before students choose a file, they should actually draw out their work and then take a picture of it. On an iPad, this is actually really simple. And it's just taking a picture with the built-in camera app and then uploading that. On a Mac, you have to use Photo Booth and then drag the file from Photo Booth to their desktop, then find it on their desktop. Students will then submit the assignment after the file is done uploading, and then they'll wait for it to be graded. So what does it look like for the teacher to view the grading? Teachers can go to that assignment and then click on the link that the students use, and it will push them out and take them to the Assistments website to view the student answers. They can see what was missed. When students click Show Answer, that shows up as answer requested. If a student tried multiple times to get one right, by their percentage, and the first answer they put down for each question. It also shows if they used a hint or not, which we didn't do when we were testing this out. You can check out the average score all the way to the left and then add it to SpeedGrader in Canvas. So we're going to go back into Canvas and then select SpeedGrader. You're going to take your average score from the Assistments page, then put that score into SpeedGrader. You can add a comment by typing it in the box for your students to see and then submit. You can also click the voice to text button and use it to dictate your spoken words as your comment. What's cool is you can also add a video feedback comment by clicking Media Comment. You can choose to record a video here or upload your own that you made previously on a phone or camera as your comment feedback. For the typed answers, you won't have a correct or incorrect in Assistments. So check their work there and then put it in the grade manually in SpeedGrader based on what they put in those boxes or they upload it as a file. Assistments is where you're going to see their work and data. And then SpeedGrader is where you can see the uploaded files and put grades in for students and parents to see. In SpeedGrader, their files should show up on the left side of the screen. It didn't for me this time. If it doesn't for you as well, you can then click on the download button to download the files on your computer to view, and then grade and make your comments. When you're ready, click on the submit and then the students can see what you posted. After you finish grading, students can then see what you put. They can click on their assignment that they completed before that has now been graded. They can see their grades here, and they can see the details by clicking on the submission details on the top right. There isn't much to see if they didn't upload anything or type anything in Canvas itself. If they uploaded a file, they can download it if they want again. In submission details, they can also see all the feedback comments you gave them in the upper right-hand corner if you gave any. This is all I have for you right now after exploring it. Many of you wanted to know what it looked like to see if you would even want to try tackling it, or just wanted to see what the student view looked like after creating an assignment. To get a student view of this, you actually have to access the content as a real student in the course. To do this, you need to have a peer join your course and try it out themselves. The Student View button in Canvas won't let you be logged into the same class twice for Assistments, as a teacher and as a student in that one account, which is why you get an error when you try this. Google does this as well. I hope you learned a bit about Assistments and you now have a better idea of what it is and what it can do. I'll see you guys in the next video.